Hey guys, Minecraft.derp here, and welcome back to... I wish I had done that every episode from the start, minus the Robert voice. Hey guys, Minecraft.derp here, welcome back to Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. Last time, we did the third date with Joseph, and got him highlighted on the title screen alongside Hugo, but Matt's still not highlighted, and that's concerning. But you know what, alternate timelines are great. They're great, you know? Anyways, we're gonna pretend we didn't do the third date with Joseph, and we just redid the first two dates in the best possible ways. Or what I thought was the best possible ways, maybe not. And today we're gonna be redoing the first two dates with Brian, and possibly the third date. Unless all the dates are completely different because I chose not to fuck him in the alternate timeline prologue. Like, I don't even know if he's gonna show up for the first one. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if it's completely different or exactly the same. I assure you the second one's gonna be different. I did not know his last name was Small, but I assure you the second one's gonna be different. But we're gonna find out how so. Robert was pretty nice, a little odd, but nice, and ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type a message to him on Dadbook. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that he read my oh no. Okay. Okay, so twiddling my thumbs did jack crap last time. We're just gonna start with the cat videos. Game show. Game shows are always the best possible thing. Ooh, Family Fortune's on. Alright, Nicole, your parents are in the lead, and it's up to you to win it big. Are you ready? I'm ready. They hook the contestant up to a lie detector in front of her parents. Who is your favorite parent? Oh god. My mom? Ooh, sorry, incorrect. Next question. That's awful. If both of your parents were hanging off the edge of a cliff, which would you save? This is terrible. I love it. Oh, goodness. This is when I misread it as microwave a sandwich. I probably could have done something differently, just for variety's sake, but the other ones were just disgusting. As if this isn't. Oh, we got a message back from Robert. You up? What are you doing? Okay. Or WID. Awesome. Okay. So if you didn't read the things before, which they'll be put in, so I mean, why wouldn't you pause it to read it? Because it's so important. It was like message dinged on my computer, and yeah, it was right after Amanda got home and we started watching crappy toddler television on probably TLC or E or some shit channel like that. What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm just chilling. I'm watching television with my daughter. He doesn't need to know that. I'm just working on my motorcycle. I'll be honest. I'm just chilling. I type that just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass by. Another message pops up. Plus, by saying just chillin', he knows we're available. Want to grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. Or maybe that means he wants to grab a drink. I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kinda late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living, with ice cream, and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. Damn, this is all like, I got a weird indication that it would be entirely different. Oh, this is cool. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar, and I wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
Ahoy there, Skipper. Fucking Mary. You know, the thing about this is canonically after I did the second date with Joseph, so I had the scene where I pissed her off. So I don't know if she's going to reference that or not. I don't know if she would even be here if I hadn't already done that, if this was the first date in the timeline. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh.
I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy.
We do not need a drinking buddy, especially not her. Aw, man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink.
Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having?
Beer, something tropical. If I say something tropical, Mary's gonna be like, like my husband. Whiskey straight out. He liked whiskey last time. Beer is a dad drink. Whiskey. I know Robert likes whiskey. That'll get me all the eggplants.
A dad after my own heart, huh?
Yeah, boy. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? Okay, let me just say, the more this goes on with Mary, the more it pisses me off that there's no good ending with Joseph. And it pisses other people off, too. Because, like, Joseph, like, in terms of, like, morally good people, Joseph's the best. Like, Joseph is the morally best dad in the game. And he's also the only one, if not one of the few, that you can't ever get a good ending with, from what I've heard. And it's all because of this chick. So, like, oh god, it just pisses me off. Like, yeah, there should have been a way to get a good ending with him somehow. Like, yeah, that's kind of BS on the game designer's parts. Like, come on. We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on.
Let's get marching.
What?
The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping.
Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So, where are we headed?
Irish I were drinking.
Oh my god,
it's an Irish pub.
A good pun is the whiskey to my heart. Of course Mary would scowl at that. Puns are the lowest form of humor, darnin'. Try harder. Then why are you married to Joseph, you bitch? Ouch. Am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night?
Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second.
Yay! We walk into Irish I Were Drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall.
Next round. What are you having?
Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Beer might be good. Do they make fruity Irish cocktails? They're the same options. Whiskey hasn't failed me. All the whiskey. All the whiskey gets me all the Robert. Let's do it. I'm just afraid I'm gonna end up sleeping with him. That's the only fear. Because whiskey is by far the strongest drink of those 3 options, as far as I know. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. It really doesn't me, though, because you're fucking married, but whatever.
Let's sip this one, why don't we?
Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. Fuck you. That'll put hair on your chest.
You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty.
I hope he's being sarcastic. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey, darnin', be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kids snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale. I was there, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act. Hemp, whatever. So I get up to Edith with the baggie, and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out on me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, and blah, blah, blah.
So what did you do?
I told her to have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Want a blaze? Fucking Mary. These are all sort of saying no, but the bottom one's almost saying yes. I don't want to be a stick in the mud, but I am going to be like, I'm a law-abiding citizen, 'cause that's what I do. Oh, that got hearts from Robert? Are you kidding me? Weed is legal in Massachusetts. Are we in Massachusetts? Then I am a super law-abiding citizen. Robert giggles helplessly. Robert's giggling like,
You good.
I'm just kidding, cowboy.
Lay off the kid, Mary. You might not be used to your brand of humor.
Fine, fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. I hate her. I hate her so much. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Oh, please. First answer is really bad. Like, I want to say the first answer, but that's really bad. Second answer could work. But she could also take it as an insult. Third answer sounds like something she'd do. You trying to ditch me, pal? No. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Darna wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. I mean, you're not wrong. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. No, so I was right with the second one.
Go with God.
Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar.
She grows on you.
She hasn't yet. And I've lived through another reality. So, I mean, tell me when that's gonna happen. Does she though? I feel like she kinda delights in making men suffer.
Well, she does.
But what about her and Joseph?
What about him?
You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gestured her across the bar, where she's making goo-goo eyes at that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage.
Oh, that's just the thing she does. She's harmless.
Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert, same reaction. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh.
Oh man, you know I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types.
I mean, I wouldn't smoke a blunt, but I am super into whiskey, apparently. Oh, don't worry. I got pretty wild back in my day.
Still got a little wild in ya?
You know it. There's so much wild in me. I have a child I need to care for. I don't want to be too enthusiastic because he probably has something crazy in mind. This is that's too much, but I also love the all caps. There's so much wild in me. I get so wild I've got a whole safari in here. Just really wild all the time.
Uh-huh.
That makes me want to go back, but I won't. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into?
Think you can go shot for shot?
I don't see what was so bad by saying I have wild in me, other than I was awkward about saying it. Anyway, the bottom option wouldn't have been better.
There's only one way to look cool here.
Oh, whoops, that's not Robert. There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back.
That's one.
So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool, and he probably hates small talk. So how are things?
I hate small talk.
Yeah, okay.
Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. You know, like that song by Simon and Garfunkel? It's like, hello, darkness, my old friend!
I'm sorry. Nothing wrong with two...
Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey.
Oh, alright. Oh, that's right, Dan. Dan Avidan does the voice for Robert. Yeah, I just noticed that. Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary giving the hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending he's got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. Helps you eavesdrop, certainly.
So, you ever kill a man?
Whoa! I choke on my drink. Excuse me?
You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had. Gone.
He's kidding, right? No.
Great, me neither.
That's great. Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate.
I'm just messing with you. Relax.
I laugh nervously.
Where am I?
I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights, people watch. People watch should be hyphenated. Mary has her sights set on another man, after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and, I assume, crawled out of the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard!
You betcha.
Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket.
Let's roll!
Why suddenly all caps? Because Mary's distracted.
Sorry, whiskey, inside voices. Let's roll.
Wait, what about Mary?
Brother, Mary is gonna be just fine.
The people around her certainly aren't. I look over at Mary. He's lying on the bar in front of the poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists it's not his birthday. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm making my hardest not to stumble, but man, the sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this. It's the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to?
You'll see.
I follow Robert through street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a run-down strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store.
Wait here, I'll be right back.
After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me.
Cheers.
He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel?
What?
Nothing. I just wasn't expecting.
It is delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me.
Oh, so if I had chosen fruity drinks earlier, would that not necessarily have been a bad choice? Because not only would it show my dedication to Joseph towards Mary, but also, I mean, he's not against it. And it might have gotten me shadows at the time, but then he changes later. And Joseph did the same with the lying thing. I start to say something, think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by.
Let's throw rocks at shit.
What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot.
That felt good.
He presses a stone into my free hand.
Now you try.
I don't know.
With feeling.
I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock. Back at the stop sign. I know it has to be done. I got a problem with authority! I'm sorry, or this one's for you, Pappy. I have no idea. I have no idea what that means. That's when Amanda kicked over the for sale sign earlier. I don't know what I'm sorry means. This one's for you, Pappy. What? I got a problem with authority. I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign right into the window of a parked car. Oh, I knew I would hit a car, leaving a crack. Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath.
Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list.
Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I am starving.
Let's get pizza.
I can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth within the next 5 minutes. I bet it's gonna be the next place. It's gonna be the same place we went with Craig for the first date. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pete's Piece of Pizza. Oh no, it's not the same place.
Ta-da!
I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order.
Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza?
Oh wait, darn it, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Of course, because the Game Grumps made this, of course. They would address these very important social issues. They're very important social issues here. Let's not get mistaken. You know what? Of course. He's cool with it, I'm cool with it. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate, so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping.
You said it.
Man, I feel way better now.
You and me both.
We hear noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly.
Got any more of that wild in ya?
You betcha. I'm so tired, but I love my daughter and I should go home to make sure she's alright. Saying the middle option before got me shadows. Saying the I love my daughter option, I didn't. You betcha is gonna be the best, of course. Enthusiasm.
Good on ya.
It'll make up for the other time, I guess. Or maybe it won't, I don't know. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh! Oh, it's the movie theater, and I think this is the same movie theater, backdrop they used for, Damien's second date. Don't shush me so loud. Shh! We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers?
No talking during the movie.
We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of a few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver?
Hell yeah!
The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. It's fucking Ernest!
Hey man, keep it down.
Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Ernest! Hey Ernest! I know you. It's me, your neighbor. Hi. Ernest turns back around. We are so drunk. Embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? It turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who, for some reason, he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He says they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing here. Boo! Love is dead! Shut up, it's beautiful. Of course Ernest would be into this. No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're gonna sit here and appreciate them. Oh, okay.
Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good, wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience.
What? Can I just say, what is Robert? He's such an enigma. I don't know if it's just because he's wasted out of his mind, and so am I, but, what in God's name?
And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy.
We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over and he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film, we leave the movie theater. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey assholes. It's probably Ernest. Hey assholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. It's probably the dude whose car we hit. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway. Oh, it is Ernest, blocking our exit.
Oh, what do you guys want?
Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid?
You ruined the theater-going experience. Now you have to pay.
Oh. Well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and, movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably going to be super sore in the morning.
We ruined it for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place.
Which is why we sat through all the credits.
Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What classicist, mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What? Have you ever even seen any Michael Powell? A Matter of Life and Death? 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. No, you listen. That popcorn-ass dribble the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sake.
For Christ's sakes. Oh no, now you've done it. Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. Ah! I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee! Robert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts.
Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk.
Robert squares up into a boxer stance.
Queensberry rules. 3-minute round. Queensberry rules. 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rests in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows.
What?
And don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. What is happening? You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it.
Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked.
It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die. We are about to murder a kid. What is happening? Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensberry. What is happening? We're just gonna go.
Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them.
The Queensberry Association will hear about this and consume better content.
Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid?
Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable.
Oh.
You throw the rules at him, though, and they always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensberry-sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half of that up.
Wow.
See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here.
How much longer could this be? Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood.
I'm so sorry. I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink.
It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like the movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself.
Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever see any Sam Fuller?
I haven't.
Fuller's cash.
Thanks for defending my honor. Thanks for dinner and a movie. Thanks for the adventure. You know what? Thanks for the adventure.
Adventure is all I got, buddy.
Nice. Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get up to the house. I don't know. This was an interesting night.
I liked it.
A smile forms on his cheeks. A rare sight.
Let's hang again soon, yeah?
Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly into the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder.
Night, bud.
Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. What the actual hell? So, somehow not fucking him is the more interesting option. Oh, I hope all of his things are just movie quotes, and I didn't even know. Very, very interesting. I wonder if almost fucking him and backing down, would have any effect. I really don't know. There's so many, like, Robert has the most possibilities for, like, variation between his dates. It's so interesting. Still have 2 out of 3 Knife Dad. It's the same achievement. I think it should be separate achievements. But whatever. Wow, I didn't expect that to be a full-length new date. I mean, I sort of did, but sort of didn't. I don't know. So I guess, next time we'll be doing date 2 with Robert. Or I could go ahead and redo all 3 with Craig. But you know what? Date 2 with Robert. I want to see both date 3s with Robert. I want to see both of them at some point. But you know what? Next time will just be date 2. I'm Matt Turf, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.